Hey, I'm back. You know, I went to class today, and oh damn, they both got Swift. Holy shit! Ah, they're beating my ass. Get them off me. I went to class today, and my professor, dude, why are all of them with swiftness? My professor's sitting here talking about. Listen, it's a theology and a philosophy class. Wow, what a vast mineshaft this is. And we're sitting there. This okay. Weirdest generation I've ever seen. We're sitting there in the theology class, and we're going over Hinduism right now. Really cool. I like it. I like going over the Hinduism. I think it's really interesting. It's something that is easy to... I wouldn't even go as far as to say I'm spiritual, right? In my beliefs or that lack thereof, right? I would say... I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm atheist. I would say that I'm just atheistic. You know, I am without a religion. I don't have any sort of belief. Because nothing has proven to me firm enough to believe or disbelieve in anything. So that's kind of where I lie. So, you know, you can argue that I'm spiritual, but I don't like that term. So I don't necessarily use it. But for the sake of this argument, it's not even an argument. For the sake of this story, we'll say spiritual because lack there of a better descriptor for me. I guess, you know, no, because even saying atheistic. Wait. Sorry, not atheistic. Oh my god. Didn't I just say the word? Am I insane? Whatever. Where I stand, you can still kind of relate this. Hinduism is really cool because you don't you don't need to abide by any sort of rules to follow it or to... I've been here. What? I've been here? Okay. Weird. I don't even know why I'm exploring this cave. I'm just trying to get deep slate. And I don't even have that much. I probably have enough. Actually. I'm gonna head back. Assuming I can find my way back. So... the bare bones of Hinduism. Obviously, everybody understands that it's reincarnation, right? And that's kind of where the hell did I come from? That's kind of where like karma came from and like karmic values and whatnot. And if you don't understand karma, it's pretty much you do bad things will come back to you. You do good things will come back to you. Fair enough. Easy, right? Oh. Reincarnation is obviously, you know, what it is. It's when you die, you come back as another person or as an animal in some beliefs. And the thing with Hinduism is it's not just one belief. It's an overarching of several different subgenres. It's just when the British invaded India and they were trying to find a word to describe what Indians believed in, they just called it Hinduism. Because they called them Hindis. Hello. So, there's your brief little history lesson on Hinduism. Slime. Hello. And so, the karma and the reincarnation tie in together because the bare bones of it is, if you do bad stuff, say, right, who's the worst guy you can think of? Probably Hitler. Most people say Hitler when they think of the worst guy they can think of. Hitler did a lot of bad things. And sorry. Oh god, I can't say that on YouTube. I'm gonna have to bleep that out. Damn it! I need to learn how to edit. Alright. I guess we'll get the first edit in the Minecraft video. So Hitler did a lot of bad things and then ceased to exist, correct? As by his own hands. Now, somebody who believes in, you know, karma says, well, where does all that bad go? He did a lot of bad things. He didn't really have to suffer or pay a price. In his next life, he does. And so that would be an explanation as to you know, are out playing soccer with some friends and you break your ankle. Why did I break my ankle? Oh, because in a past life, blah, blah, blah. Why did I win the lottery? Because in a past life, whatever, whatever. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show The Good Place on Netflix. Really funny show. I don't have Netflix anymore, but I wish I did, just so I could rewatch the show. I think the show's very good. It introduces this idea of, you know, karma. If you do enough good things, you go to the good place. If you don't do enough good things, or you do enough bad things, you go to the bad place, right? Everything you do has a point modifier attached to it. You know, but it gets messy. Because this is incredibly wrong. Because say you, in our modern day, very simple in caveman days, right? Modern day, though. You buy your grandma a bouquet of flowers. That's plus 25 points right there. Nice. But the organization that you bought the flowers from actually supports child labor. That's minus 40 points right there. And the exact flowers that you purchased were picked by a child whose parent was on their deathbed the day that they were called in to go pick those flowers. That's another, like, minus 50 points. I'm lost, but at least I'm finding diamonds. You know, so it's messy, right? And in the current day and age, you can't really do anything without doing something wrong. No matter what you're trying to do. I think I got over a stack. I have no idea where I am. I might have to just mine out of here. It has to be back in that little crevice. Yeah? So, my obvious, like, point of view when presented with that sort of dilemma is, well, you have to judge things. You gain points based on the intentionality of the action. I can't even get back to where I was. I don't even know where I am. So buying the flowers, it doesn't even matter. Maybe your grandma's allergic to those flowers and you just didn't know. Maybe you lose a couple of points for not knowing that your grandma's allergic to those flowers. But you're gaining more because you were trying to do something nice. And I don't really feel like... I need to bring that point up to my professor to see what his insight is on that. Because I don't know where to go from there. I feel like that's not the answer, right? I feel like just saying, well, the intentionality is what matters. That doesn't feel like a satisfying answer to me. That feels like a very lazy way to explain something. And so, I don't know. I guess I'll keep you guys updated on that. But Hinduism's pretty easy to agree with because of that. Because it's not anything crazy. It's not presenting any, like, insane ideas to you. It's, hey, do I have a shovel? I don't. God damn it. It's saying, hey, here's, you know, basic stuff. Do what you may with it. And so it's pretty easy because you can say that whatever your beliefs are, you can also still be like a Hindi. You could still believe in Hinduism and practice it, even if you're like, say, Catholic. Even if you're atheist. Even if you actively say you're not. You know, it's like being in a relationship with somebody. This is the analogy my professor gave. So it's like being in a relationship with somebody. You try to break up with them, and they say no. They don't let you break up with them. That's what Hinduism is. You're not allowed to break up with it. Whether or not you like it, it's a part of you. And you know, you can think whatever you want about it, but at the end of the day, it's... damn! Holy shit! Which one? Okay, it's that one. Got the fucking flame bow, dude. Jesus. Fuck you, man. God damn. I don't know if I said it on this or if I said it to my friend when I was playing the realm, but I haven't seen a skeleton with a flame bow in a long time. What you got punch on yours, don't you? Damn! What the heck? Okay. Pretty good bow. Kind of wish I got the flame one, but it is what it is. So, anyways, keep my torch out for your guys' viewing pleasure, so it's not extremely dark. I don't know, it's something that I feel like is almost too simple. Where you sit there and read about it and you're like, this is it? And you know, that's not it, right? There's more to it. They have all the gods that you could follow. They have a bunch of stories that you could listen to. And obviously meditation is important. And what I like about meditation, I don't practice it. I probably should, right? I should do a lot of things, for being honest with each other. What's cool about the meditation is it's actually kind of like a physiological practice. And I mean that in the sense that it isn't a bunch of hoopla. It's actual, like, science-proven stuff that works. You know, sitting up straight. Posture check, everybody. Posture check. Sitting up straight will improve your mood. That's just normal. Breathing slower will calm you down. Focusing on one thing so that your mind isn't racing will calm you down. You know, the way your hands and arms are positioned. Say you are sitting with your arms crossed, which you know most of us would do in a socially uncomfortable situation, makes you closed off. You are less receptive to other people, and that's a normal psychological thing that we know happens with people. Whereas if you walk in and say you know everybody at the party, you're probably walking in with your hands open, ready to give somebody a hug. You're more susceptible to, I don't know, just human interaction, right? So it's just something to think about, something to throw around in the old noodle. Where are we going? I'm going this way and this way. Meditation's cool. I did it for a little bit today because we were talking about it, you know. And I was doing it outside, and I had one ant crawl on me, and I was like, oh man, that kind of killed it for me. And then I had another ant crawl on me, and I was like, oh. And these ants are really kind of annoying. And then I had an ant bite me, and I was like, all right, we're done here. I'm good on that. I don't need to do any more meditation for the day. So we could have another piece of netherite. And I think I'm going to clear my inventory off camera. I'm just going to end the episode here. Towards the end of this conversation anyways. So, yeah. I will see you guys next time. Later.